As light snow fell early Sunday in western Pennsylvania, the Keystone State's most famous Groundhog revealed that warmer days are apparently ahead.
At sunrise on Groundhog Day, members of Punxsutawney Phil's top hat wearing inner circle revealed the Groundhog declared, "Spring will be early, it's a certainty."
It's not very often that Phil predicts an early spring, but the Groundhog, my friends, predicted an early spring, Fox News senior meteorologist Janice Dean said Sunday on Fox and Friends while in Miami for Super Bowl 54.
Janice Dean, Groundhog Day, why I love it, and what the day means.
Dean added that Phil does not predict spring very often, and Sunday's prediction may be the 21st time in over 100 years the Cuddly Oracle has called for an early end to winter.
Over the past 5 years, from 2015 through 2019, Phil has predicted 6 more weeks of winter thrice and an early spring twice. According to records dating back to 1887, the Pennsylvanian prognosticator has predicted more winter more than 100 times, making this year's forecast a rare one overall.
This prediction was his 134th, according to the Pennsylvania Tourism Office.
"I don't know that this has happened 2 years in a row. This is epic. This is historic right now," Dean said on Fox and Friends, adding, "The Groundhog has spoken and we are going to experience an early spring, everybody." Tree in Pennsylvania spotted covered in icicles amid wintry weather. Awoken by the crowd's chants of Phil, the Groundhog was hoisted in the air for the assembly to hail before making his decision. He then grasped the glove of a handler as a member of his inner circle announced that spring would come early this year. The annual event has its origin in a German legend that says if a furry rodent casts a shadow on February 2, winter continues. If not, spring comes early. Phil's track record has only been correct about 39% of the time, but the discrepancy in poor forecasting is apparently because his wording gets lost in translation, according to Dean. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's National Centers for Environmental Information said that Phil's 2019 forecast of a short winter was a bit of a bust as much of the U.S. saw average temperatures in February and March that were below average. Several states across the Southeast, however, saw of their warmest Februaries on record. Click here for more weather coverage from Fox News. In reality, Phil's prediction is decided ahead of time by the group on Gobbler's Knob, a tiny hill just outside Punxsutawney. That's about 65 miles northeast of Pittsburgh. While Phil thinks warmer days are ahead, forecasters at AccuWeather are predicting seasonable winter weather in most places across the country over the next 6 weeks, with a stormy pattern coming to the northeast that has seen a mostly mild winter. Phil was not the only groundhog to predict an early spring. State Island Chuck left his burrow early Sunday morning and did not find his shadow, according to the Staten Island Advance. Dean said that anything beyond a 7-day forecast is sometimes a coin toss, especially with predicting long-range winter weather. The National Weather Service Weather Prediction Center said Sunday that one thing is certain this week, that a very active weather pattern is shaping up across most of the country. Fox News' Janice Dean and the Associated Press contributed to this report.